Welcome to the lab. This is Ashley,
There you go.
winemaker extraordinaire. We're just looking at the results of our efforts 2014 vintage. As we've already been saying, we've already sent information out to you about how the 2014 vintage occurred. You know, the Hunter was different to Orange. Orange was the last picked. The Hunter Valley this year went pretty smoothly.
Yep.
I mean, we can't always say that, but the Hunter Valley this year was warm and dry, and we picked when we want. We got good flavour, and so we're going to have a look at a couple of the wines here with you. But it's been great to be able to share with you some of the step-by-step issues that we've had. Growing the grapes isn't always easy. You can't predict what's going to happen. We just sit here in the lab waiting for, what's going to happen, and it's always a challenge. But after all these years, we've found we can produce pretty good wine from most vintages. So Ash, what we found, we've got two Hunter Valley wines here and one from Orange. What we found was the Semillons, the Videllos, they're always pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm. Very consistent, yeah. This year the Semillon's got a nice green colour, nice and bright, you can see.
Semillon we'd expect, a good Semillon, we'd expect a bit of green hue, we'd expect, reasonable ripeness. We don't want too much acidity, we want freshness and flavour, but we don't want too much acidity, but brightness is important. This wine is, finished ferment, it's stable, it's getting very close to bottling.
Yep, it's got a nice texture, nice fine acidity. It's very approachable now as a young wine for a Semillon.
But over the years, of course, it's happened to us too, but not just us. The Hunter Valley generally, we've made Semillons, I think, more flavoursome, more soft. I don't know whether that's just better grape growing or a combination of grape growing and just better technology in the winery. But this wine here definitely is, one of those Semillons that is not too tough acid-wise. So
it's pretty fruit flavour.
Yeah, but we'd like to, obviously, you and I think both like drinking wines, white wines like this, with some age on them. But we're always conscious of the fact that a lot of people haven't got the patience. So they're going to drink it younger than we would, maybe.
Yep.
But anyway, Semillon's good. Vidello is always another good variety for that.
Yeah. Very consistent, year after year. Some nice melon and sort of tropical fruits on the nose there.
Yeah, what we've been doing is we've been fermenting the wine, we've been leaving the yeast leaves in there and giving it a bit of what Ashley's referring to as texture, and that texture is just a bit more interest, a little more flavour rather than simple fruit flavour on the palate. And this has really got
a lot of texture.
Yeah, it's not a wine that is just simple and fruity. It's got a little bit of flavour and middle palate interest, So
yeah, it's got your typical Vidello flavour. Very nice, with acidity, nice and fresh.
Yeah, again, this is a wine, both of those wines made without oak. In fact, the three wines we're showing you are wines that we've just made, stainless steel and no oak. The final wine, this is the first bottling. This will be our first bottling actually. This is going out next week, isn't it?
Yep.
So
Wine Lovers OTG Vidello. Sauv Blanc.
He doesn't know where he, where he.
No.
So this wine here is Sauvignon Blanc, and you can see it's quite pale. Still got a green hue, but
this is a
Sauvignon Blanc. But Sauvignon Blanc's always like that, isn't it?
Oh.
It has a great perfume, but it doesn't. It looks pale compared to these wines.
Yep. This is the most consistent variety from Orange, I reckon. Performs year after year. This is a Carrera favourite. This one. I love it.
So you've got those. What's great about Orange Sauvignon Blanc is that attractive, slightly herbal but slightly passion fruit characteristic. It's got sweetness, but it's a fairly dry wine. This, but it's actually got sweetness of fruit on the palate.
Yeah, not over acidic.
Whoops. There we go. But anyway, there's obviously a lot of people drinking Sauvignon Blanc, so it's good to have a look at. We've got things in the barrel we're not going to show you right now, but despite the fact that Orange was more challenging, we're still able to pick very clean fruit. You can't make that sort of wine unless you've got fruit that hasn't got disease or problems
That's
in the vineyard.
Low BOMO, low sugar level.
So that's important. The concentration of sugar was low. That means the alcohol's low.
It was
the
the
flavour's
flavour.
plenty of flavour.
Yeah.
So that's a great result. Well done, Tom.
Yeah, cheers.